everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Tuesday nights, here we are. Last week, were you here last week? Last week we had a guest with us. We had a very special guest with us. Hey Brenda, it's good to see you. Ooh, I'm glad that you've been able to get on here. I know you've had issue getting on here and connecting with us, so I'm glad that you are able to. Had issues a couple weeks with streaming to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I think I have figured out how to work around it for now. Last week we had a visitor with us, super special visitor, Thomas Miller from Fun Astrology was with us to do some meditation. If you were with us through the live session, thanks for sticking with us because it was a little rocky at first. Had audio issues. I thought I had it all figured out with the music and an extra person in here and all of that, but apparently I did not. So anyways, the meditation was super great. If you weren't here last week, I highly recommend you go back and check out that replay for the meditation with the two of us in it together and hearing what Thomas had to say last week. Skip over the first few minutes and you can bypass the hard part there. That's hard to listen to. So this week, have you seen the intention yet? Every Sunday we release the intention. That way you have a couple days to sit with it. And something new as well. So we have weekly videos if you haven't seen or heard about that yet. So I release the intention post on social media on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube on Sunday. But on Saturdays, last week I started on Saturday. For now I'm going to stick with Saturday. I'm going to play with the date and time, you know, the algorithm and feeding the monster and all that type of stuff you have to play with. But for now we're going to say Saturday the weekly video is going to come out, which is going to give you a day-by-day walkthrough of the astrology for the full week. So it's going to give you a much deeper analysis and walkthrough and playthrough for the whole week before the week even starts, so that way you can set up for and prepare for it much more in detail than we go here. I am starting to point out what I'm calling in the video. I'm calling them moon moments. So looking at the aspects that the moon makes throughout the week, I don't, you know, the moon moves really, really quickly. So the moon aspects that I see them as like triggers or little energy points, just little sensitive points or energetic spots throughout the day or throughout the week that we could just kind of harness. So I'm throwing in some of the moon moments of the week too. So we're looking at mostly conjunctions and oppositions of the moon. I find that those are the easiest to tap into. So kind of pointing those out in the video too, so you have a couple little times that you could pinpoint to set alarms, you know, say a prayer, do a ritual, whatever it is that you may want to do. So yeah, lots of really good information in those weekly videos. And then having the weekly video with all of the astrology and having the intention both through the weekend, that's going to give you plenty of time to look at it and think about it and analyze it yourself before we come here. Trying to give you as many tools as you can to utilize this intention and this this circle here and this time, this session, as much as you possibly can while tailoring it to yourself and tailoring it to your own life. Also the website, meditativeastrology.com is up and live. That is the central hub for all things meditative astrology. So all of the, instead of looking for you going on YouTube for this and looking at Facebook for this and Instagram for that, you can go to the website and there's tabs at the top for everything for the intention and the weekly videos. There's linked to the Facebook events on there, so you can respond to the Facebook event and then you'll get a reminder the day of from Facebook if you're one of those like me that will tend to forget about things, especially in the evenings. Yeah, so I think that's the little housekeeping notes that I had for this week. Oh, next week, next Tuesday is 4th of July here in the United States. So I will not be on here next Tuesday, so what I'm thinking is I'm thinking next Wednesday. How does next Wednesday sound for everybody? I'm thinking next Wednesday at 8:30 we will have meditation. And if you're not able to make it on Wednesday, there's always the replay too. So I thought about not doing it, but I don't really just want to skip either. So I will be here Wednesday, and I would love for you to join me if that sounds good to you. So next week, instead of Tuesday, it's going to be Wednesday. Facebook event might be a little bit good for that, a reminder, but I'll post it on the page and social media and on the website and all of that, so that way it's around. So housekeeping information, there it is. Last week of June, here we are. My efforts produce results. My efforts produce results. So if you haven't had a chance to sit with this yet, sit with it for just a moment. Sounds like Wednesday is working for folks, so that's awesome. My efforts produce results. So, couple key things going on this week. We have Mercury applying into its conjunction with the Sun, which will happen later on this week. So we're in that applying phase. So we have what I'm kind of calling Mercury is kind of like under the spell of the Sun. So it's like the Sun is really, really bright, and it's kind of overpowering Mercury a little bit here. So we have Mercury is. So you have when you have the conjunction point of a planet and the Sun, it's a very powerful moment, but the moments kind of leading up to that can kind of be like kind of blinding. So it's kind of like Mercury is like approaching the Sun, and it's super, super bright, and like it's really hard to see what's in front of you and kind of navigate. But then once Mercury reaches the Cazimi moment and it comes into that exact conjunction with the Sun where it does later on this week, it's kind of like Mercury is able to put its sunglasses on. And now Mercury is able to see all of the beauty and all of the wonder and all of the magic and all of the glory of the Sun and all of that power through that filtered lens of the sunglasses, where it's not overpowering and just like over glaring. That's the best analogy that I have for a planet coming into a conjunction with the Sun. It's like it's underneath the spell, and then all of a sudden it has this like wham bam empowered moment, which we have later on this week. Mars and Venus, they're sitting between 3 and 4 degrees of each other, and this is the closest the two of them are going to get within the sign of Leo. We've talked a lot about how Mars and Venus are sitting together co-present in the sign of Leo. Mars is going to move out of their way before Venus, because we know Venus is going to go through a retrograde period. But the two of them are sitting really, really close together right now. So you have this divine masculine and divine feminine energy sitting awfully close together. Although they are not like completely intertwined, they're standing, it's like they're standing really, really close to each other, and they're definitely connecting and interacting with each other. So you have these two like archetypes of opposites and polarities within divinity here. You have Mars and you have Venus. You have the masculine and you have the feminine. You have knowledge and something that is from without, and then you have intuition, something that is from within. You have the sun and you have the moon, so they complement each other and they work together, but they're opposites, right? They're like two halves of a whole working together. So we have this energy playing together all week with us. Then, we also have Mars in the sign of Leo squaring Uranus in the sign of Taurus. We talk a lot about this in the video, and this is coming right before Venus is going to be squaring Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So we'll talk about that next week. So first you have you have Mars in Leo, okay, right? So Mars, action, drive, motivation, the things that make us go, the things that we want to fight for, and it's in this fiery sign, in this sign of passionate authenticism and just wearing your heart on your sleeves type of area in the sign of Leo here. So this here, this transit itself, um, before we even talk about the fact that Mars and Venus are sitting together right now, and before we even talk about Mercury coming into this magical moment with the Sun, this transit itself right here is enough to bring in our intention, okay? My efforts produce results. Mars, that fiery drive and action and motivation, that desire that you are feeling within you, that burning fire to just be your authentic self and just like whatever it is about you that you just want to scream at the top of your lungs here, coming into contact with Uranus, with the planet of spontaneous action and rebellion and inventiveness and quick sudden movements here. It's going to give you the drive and the motivation and also the courage to do so, because sometimes sometimes we have like this burning desire to do something or move somewhere or make some sort of move or plan or something, but we don't quite have like the guts to do it or something like that. So Uranus comes around and Uranus gives you that little kick from behind that says, come on, move forward, and just gives you that little push on the back to send you forward here. So there is lots of energy of pushing you forward. And when you're, my efforts produce results. When you're working hard towards aligning with your future and bringing forward the energy that you need to, the universe recognizes it and the universe sees it and the universe rewards you for it. You are part of the universe, so in other words, you, your higher self, reward yourself for your actions. It's really, really a really cool, complicated thing when you think about it. But pushing us forward, Mars and Uranus, we have lots of action with Uranus coming around. Next week we're going to talk about Venus coming into action with Uranus. That's going to happen a few times. We'll talk about that more next week in the video. But it's really this like electrifying energy pushing you forward, pulling you forward. So where do you see that? Where do you feel that? Where do you feel that you're being propelled into something? Chances are there's something coming up with that you can recognize with that, and then you can resonate with that within your own life here. And then after that, we have the conjunction between Mercury and the Sun. Mercury comes into its Cazimi moment. Right now, Mercury is in the evening star phase. We can't see Mercury right now. It's under the beams of the Sun. It's kind of hidden and overcome by the power of the Sun. But by Friday, Friday, the Sun and the Moon are both going to be sitting at 8 degrees of Cancer. And just after that conjunction, so just after that very, very powerful moment where Mercury, your mind, your thoughts, your perception, your the inner workings of your mind, your ability to piece things together and problem solve and critical think, very much empowered in this position. Just after that, as these two planets move from 8 degrees to 9 degrees, so literally within minutes of each other, they're going to sextile Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Okay, so the planet Jupiter, the planet of wisdom and abundance and knowledge and philosophy and law and order, the planet that blesses us with prosperity and luck when we push forward with our efforts, will be there to catch you and to reward you and give you those results. So my efforts produce results. You see where we're going with this here? And there's much more detail about this in the weekly video. But my efforts produce results. We have been working very hard at preparing for our future lately. Last week, my well-rounded foundation aids healing, and we were working with energy of feeling very, very grounded and able to move forward with letting things go and healing whatever no longer serves us through Chiron or wounds. And that makes space for the energy that is coming through with Mars and Uranus here, and this energy coming through with the Mercury Cazimi moment where Mercury comes into contact with the Sun. And I mean, if you just think about the power of the Sun, like it's the ultimate power, ultimate form of energy, right? So take any planet and place it underneath that magnifying glass, and you get your energy. You get whatever energy, whatever archetype you have. So Mercury, your mind, your thoughts, your communication, your perception, everything up here comes into this point where it's like super empowered, and it almost embodies that energy of the sun. And then just after that, it comes into this Venusian flavored, this sextile with Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. And we've talked a lot about the stability, the abundant stability that Jupiter in the sign of Taurus brings. So efforts produce results. You have to work for it. You have to put forward some effort, but the energy is there and the energy is supporting you. So that's the astrology for the week. That is our intention, and that's what we're going to meditate on. So, my efforts produce results. My efforts produce results. So, with that, we have our intentional candle. Last week I mentioned that I had these really nice candles from Etsy. I forget the name of the candle shop now. I will let you know next week again. But I really recommend these candles off of Etsy. They burn for a really long time, and they have essential oils in them. So I bought, these are white sage oil candles, and then I have rose oil candles and lavender oil candles too, which are super awesome. So these smell great, and they burn for a long time. So we're going to light our intentional candle, and as we do, we see that flame grow. And as we see the flame grow, we feel our intention grow. Looking at the comments here, Tom tells us that he puts the sun in his eyes every day, doing that for years now. Yes, there is great benefit to letting the sun reach your body, especially your eyes. And I think, Tom, you know a lot more about that than I do. So if anybody's looking into that, you reach out to Tom Rebro here, and he will be able to give you a lot more information. My efforts produce results. We watch the flame grow, and as the flame grows, we picture the energy of the sun. Let's start by focusing on that flame. If you have a candle of your own that you would like to light and focus on your own flame, feel free to do so. But it seems nice to focus on this flame for just a moment. A stable fire, burning and thriving, just like the energy within you. See that flame and feel its heat. Feel its power, feel its strength. Now take that power and strength of that flame, of that fire, And bring that into your being. Still focusing on the flame, but feel the energy start to come off of the flame and come into your being. If you don't think you know how to do that, just try it. The problem is that you're telling yourself you don't know how. You do. Your soul knows how. And once you feel that energy coming into your body, whenever you feel it's right, begin to soften your gaze and slowly close your eyes. Feel that energy within your being. As you feel into this fire energy within your being, you feel your body physically start to warm up. Slowly, that fire within you grows, and that energy fills your entire being. As the energy continues to grow, you feel it hitting every single crevice of your being. Every little bit of you is filled up with this beautiful, powerful solar energy. The sun is within you. The moon and the stars are within you. You are within the universe, and the universe is within you. I want you now to take a moment to see yourself from an outside view. See yourself filled with this beautiful, bright, fiery solar energy. See it filling every little bit of your being, magically swirling around, powerfully charging you, preparing you, and energizing you. The energy is so powerful that it starts to overcome your being, and you see it start to extend beyond your body into the space just around your body, just around your being. And you see that fiery, energetic light continue to expand. Still visualizing yourself from an outside view. You watch the fiery energy grow. And as it turns into this beautiful, overtaking energy, you stand there in awe, watching yourself overcome with this energy from within you. See it, feel it, hear it. What do you notice? The light is so bright, the energy is so strong. That is within you. As you continue to observe yourself, and as you stand there in awe, in love, in appreciation for this energy within you, growing from your being as you can see it, as if you are another. You start to see this red light shine down upon you. Beautiful, beautiful rose red light. Cascading down around your crown and the rest of your body. And you feel that fiery passion that is around us coming down to your being. The ambition and the drive, the motivation and the movement of Mars. The energy of the warrior. On a quest of authenticity. Where do you need to be your true self? Still watching yourself, seeing the solar energy radiating from within you, extending beyond your being, and the fiery, passionate motivation to move forward raining down upon you. Oh, the empowerment. As you stand in awe of all of this wonderful, fiery solar energy that is surrounding your being, you notice that the energy starts to retract into your body. You physically see your body absorbing this energy and bringing it into your being, bringing you power and motivation and drive like you've never felt before. Your ability to move forward confidently and say, this is who I am, and this is what I need to do. And what is it that you need to do? Declare it now. That first thing that popped into your head. I will succeed. I will achieve. I will stand in the greatness of my own divine energy, propelling me down the right path at the right time, in the right place. As all of this energy absorbs into your body, you see yourself standing somewhere up high on a mountaintop. And you look down and you see the most beautiful scenery surrounding you. You look forward and you see all the beauty that is in front of you, and you find the most precious looking area within all of that beauty, and you say, I am going there. See yourself standing tall, looking forward. Your sights set clearly in front of you. And you set off on your path. My efforts produce results. Sudden courage, will, and drive fills your being. You're so energized that you feel like you could get up and go right now and run headfirst into your future. And you will, one step at a time. My efforts produce results. My efforts produce results. My efforts produce results. All of your work, all of your sacrifice, it has all led you to here, and it has all been worth it. That divine solar energy is within you. The creation of the universe, God source, divinity, infinity, source. That is within you. Creation is the universe is creation. The universe is within you, which means you have the power to create with the universe. You are the universe, you are the creator. You are the recipient of the creation. All is one and one is all. As above, so below. As within, so without. The energy you are holding and harnessing ripples out from your being into your future. As it ripples out and extends further and further, it blesses you with abundance. Jupiter in Taurus gives you stable abundance, prosperity that is solid, enduring, and lasting. The moon is growing in illumination. And as the energy of the moon grows, it reflects its strength into your being. Your power and stamina grow and grow in a positive and beneficial way. The divine spark, the universal creator within me, recognizes and honors the divine spark and universal creator within you. Together and individually, we set our sights on our future. We consciously create the path that we want within this life now, and that our soul desires for our higher path. You are on the right track. May love, ambition, drive, prosperity, courage, and spontaneity fill your being. May you move forward through this week courageously grounded, and may you always remember that you are a co-creator in your future, in your path, because you are the universe, you are the creator, and you have that power within you. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here as always. Over the next few weeks, it feels like there's going to be a building energy. Feels like there's going to be a building drive, and there's going to be motivation. There's going to be movement. Sometimes that movement comes from, being made uncomfortable. Sometimes it comes from that swift kick behind that says, move your ass and go. Sometimes it's just from being at the right place at the right time. This week, Mars and Uranus. This is the type of thing where, like, a little too much liquid courage, right? A little too much Martian courage, a little too much fire can be a bad thing. We still have to keep ourselves grounded. That's something always, right? We always have to balance it, the grounded earthly energy and the fire. We always have to ground, balance the rational and the emotional energy. We have to balance the masculine and the feminine. We have to balance everything. We have to balance, the mind, body, and soul. We have to find balance within all of these energies. I just like to point out here the most prominent energies that we're able to harness and work with. We never aim to change the energies or manipulate them, really. It's not that we're trying to change fate or karma. Those things can't happen as much as you try to. Your soul contracts are your soul contracts. but we can work with these energies that are around us. There's certain times where the universe tells us, move forward, go with this thing. There's other times where the universe says, rest now, one. You've been working very, very hard, and now you need to take a little bit of break. And I feel like it's a collective thing and it's a personal thing too. So that's what we're doing here every week. We're looking at the transits. We start with the video, we work through everything, we come up, we have the intention, and we see where the energies are going, and we play through it through the week. And I hope you take this intention, I hope you take this meditation with you beyond today. A couple people have started like sticky notes on their phone. I do a sticky note on my computer. Anything that you can do to bring that intention in meditation into your day. And it doesn't have to be big things. When you have like a meditation moment, you don't have to have, it doesn't even have to be out loud. It can literally just be you closing your eyes for however long and, just saying a few words or to yourself, or not even. You can just think something within your head. A lot of us wash our hands multiple times throughout the day. I like to take that as like a quick little meditation moment, but whatever else works for you. So there's those moon moments in the video if you check those out. I really like those moments for ritualistic type things, setting alarms on my phone for little reminders to do things maybe when I'm out at work or whatnot. But yes. Lots of propelling energy and lots of moving forward. Lots of fire. Leo, we've been starting to talk about Leo, and we're going to continue to talk about Leo for the next couple months here. Venus is going to be spending a lot of time there, so we're going to be talking about it quite a bit. So I hope you have a great fiery work week while still staying grounded. We'll have reminders out everywhere, but next week, Tuesday, is 4th of July, Independence Day in the United States, so we will not be here Tuesday, but we're not going to skip out. We'll be here Wednesday. So Saturday, look for the weekly video. Sunday, you can see the intention post. Go to the website, meditativeastrology.com, and there are tabs for everything at the top. That is your hub for everything that we have going on. You have links to the last video on YouTube. You have links to Facebook events for the following week. You have links to the weekly videos that are upcoming. All of that. Surrounded by lots of Leos. Yeah, I do have lots of Leos around me. My husband's a Leo sun. So I have a Leo midheaven. Leo is right at the top of my chart. So I like the fiery Leos. I have lots of, I have a couple, I have, not a lot of things. Yeah, I'm surrounded by Leos. I have a couple of my super great friends that are Leos. So, okay. Have a great week. I'm starting to ramble now, so I'm going to get ready to go. Check out all the new stuff, and let me know what you think. I'm always open to, constructive criticism. I've said that lots of times, so anything you want to reach out for, any thoughts, comments, suggestions, anything like that, reach out. Anything you want to talk about, I'm always here, and I will see you next Wednesday. Have a great week, everybody.